On page 122, Mom says, I don't care if he turns into a drooling werewolf at night. I'm 100% certain that will happen in a later Goosebumps book.
Argo Fump Book Review. Argo Fump Book Review.
Lucy Dark is 12, and she loves scaring her 6-year-old brother with fake monster stories. She makes up a story about a toe biter that attacked the neighbors, and she finishes by pretending her toes are gone. Randy runs away and screams. Then she scares her friend Aaron with a story about a tree monster, complete with dropping a bird's nest on him. I know the Goosebumps books love fake-out scare pranks, but I think this is the first time the narrator has been the big prankster. Every week, Lucy has to meet the local librarian for summer reading. Mr. Mortman is weird. He has a plump head, beady eyes, and his hands are always sopping wet. He has a whispery, scratchy voice. Lucy forgets her rollerblades at the library. She goes back to get them, and she has a great sense of foreboding. She accidentally oversees Mr. Mortman transform. His head goes up and expands, his eyes bulge out on antennas, and he eats a jar of flies. He's a monster! Lucy will spend the next 100 pages trying to convince other people the monster is real. Nobody believes her because she told too many fake monster stories in the past. In case you couldn't tell from the book's title, it's basically the story of the boy who cried wolf. Lucy's parents are so mad they don't even want to hear about the monster. Randy's the only one who listens. Lucy's parents get even madder at her for scaring her little brother. During next week's meeting with Mr. Mortman, Lucy mentions monsters at every possible opportunity. I guess she's hoping that he'll crack and confess he's secretly a monster in disguise. But so what if he does? No one else is around to hear his confession. They'll still refuse to believe her. She spies on him again. This time she can clearly see the monster transformation, and he eats a turtle! That was so gross and unexpected. I think it's the best scare of the book. Even though him eating gross things later on, it's even grosser, but it's more unexpected this time around. That's what I think makes it even scarier. Lucy tries to leave. She panics because the door is locked, until she remembers you can easily unlock doors from the inside. Duh. She goes home where a monster is on her bed. It's a fake-out scare prank! Randy made a toy monster at school. Mr. Mortman visits her house to return her backpack. He asks pointed questions about someone spying at the library. Uh-oh, he's on to her. Everyone refuses to believe Lucy about the monster, again. She figures they'll believe her friend Aaron, so she pays him $5 to spy on Mr. Mortman. Aaron has an orthodontist appointment. Lucy's too impatient to wait until tomorrow, so she decides to spy on Mr. Mortman by herself. That is a stupid move on her part, considering he already suspects her. This time, Lucy brings a camera. She takes a picture of the monster, but forgets to turn off the camera's flash. Mortman's eyes are hurt by the bright flash. He blindly chases her around the library. She's almost caught when she trips over a book cart, but she's saved when Mortman is distracted by the telephone. Lucy gets the film developed at a 1-hour photograph place, but it doesn't work. Mortman's the type of monster that doesn't appear on film. What kind of monster is he, anyway? Some kind of alien? Lucy and Aaron follow Mortman to his house. They spy through his window by standing on a rickety wheelbarrow. Lucy sees Mortman eating eels and snails from a fish tank. Ugh. But Aaron doesn't see anything. Mortman almost catches her spying, but Lucy lies her way out of trouble. Or does she? The next day, he locks her in the library and says he'll have to kill her because she knows his secret. He traps her in the corner when she knocks over the card catalog. If you don't know what a card catalog is, think of it as a list of every single book in the library. As a librarian, Mortman can't bear to see that get ruined. He stops to fix it, giving Lucy time to escape. Aaron was hiding in the library the whole time, so he saw everything. Then why didn't he try to help Lucy when she was about to be killed? You're not a good friend, Aaron. Mom and Dad believe Aaron about the monster. They invite Mortman over for dinner. They sprout fangs and eat him up. Surprise! The entire family are monsters! They're obsessed with the idea of other monsters in town because they don't want any competition. The end. Post-book follow-up. I love that ending! Some reviewers hate it, but I thought it was a hilarious plot twist. I'm told the reprint of this book changes the microfiche machines to computers. Does the reprint keep the part about the card catalog, though? Because it seems weird the library would use a computer to replace the microfiche before using the computer to replace the card catalog. Mr. Mortman has a somewhat long ritual that he goes through every time he turns into a monster. I thought that was well done. It easily could have been a boring page waster to see him do the same things in the same order several times in a row. Instead, it got scarier and more suspenseful each time. Overall, I enjoyed the book even though I thought it was kind of average. It is a little repetitive, and I did not like the parts where Lucy threw huge temper tantrums, but the ending is what pushed it over the top for me. I give Goosebumps number 8, The Girl Who Cried Monster, 6 monsters out of 10.